learn more about the Georgia state. Let's say I click on Arizona, I learn more about the Arizona state. So this is how the Tableau's go to URL action works. Now let's try to demonstrate how this can be configured. So let's say for example, like I'll get the state field, I'll drop it on my rows, and let's say I'll just create like a simple visualization. I'll create a bar graph with my sales for a respective state. Now, the end goal is, let's say I want to click on a particular state, then I need to learn something about that state. That is our end goal. So now in order for us to do that, so let me go to the worksheet. Ideally, you will perform the actions in the dashboard. You can also perform at the worksheet level and configure worksheet actions. So let me just create a dashboard. I'll bring my visualization here, which is my uh, sales by state. Okay. Now I need to configure my actions. So to do that, go to dashboard, go to actions, and then this was the one that I just created for testing, but yeah, I'll do it from the scratch. So you will click on add action and you will say go to URL action. So always remember that to create the action, you will have three steps. The first step is to say like what is your source, and the second step is to say like how does this action run on, like what is the type of trigger, like will it happen when I hover the mouse or when I select a particular mark, or will there be a small menu that pops up when I select something. That is your step 2. Step 3 is your target, like how will you configure your destination or the target. So depending on the type of action, these target might vary, but the general workflow that you need to remember is configure the source, configure the way in which you need to trigger, and configure the destination. Those are your three steps: step 1, step 2, and step 3. Now let me say like I want to trigger this by clicking on the select and maybe URL. I will say google.com search. This is like the standard URL template that you will get from by searching something on a browser, but I'll make it dynamic, so based on my state selection, like you can actually insert the relevant field here. Okay, now let's say learn more about a particular state. So in this case, I'll say, depending on your selection, you can do this. I'll click OK now. I'll click OK. So let's say I want to know about the state Florida. I click on this. It'll take me to the google.com/search/q. This was the uh, URL that we passed, and dynamically this state is coming up based on your selection in the visualization. So let me go back to the dashboard. Now let me just click on Colorado. So you can see this about the Colorado now. And let's say I want to know more about Oklahoma. So I click on that. You will see like this section is remaining static, which is the URL that you pass, and dynamically this is changing based on your selection. So in summary, so please remember three steps. Step 1 is go to the actions and click on the add action and select the go to URL action, and then here you will have three additional steps. Step 1 is to configure the source. Step 2 is to select the type on the hover or select or menu, and the step 3 is your destination. So we just selected select, and now let me just say menu now. Okay, just for the demonstration purposes, I'll pass my state dynamically from the state field. um, let's say state selection. All right, click OK. This one I'll remove. Okay, I'll click OK now. Now let's say I click on New York. It will not directly open up. You see, we have selected the menu configuration. So you can see there is a small menu here. I click on that, then only it will open up the New York. And the hover is, if you just select your cursor and go to on any state, it'll automatically show up as well. So I'll quickly show that as well. So let me go to the dashboard. Let me go to the actions. The same action, let me just modify it for hover. So please notice that if I take my cursor on a particular mask, let's say I'll take it to Maryland now, it'll open up in the browser. See, I'll take my cursor onto the Maryland and it'll open up. So this is a simple demonstration of the URL action. You need to mainly remember the three steps. One, configure the source and just say like which is your source sheet. And step two, configure the type in which you want to initiate the trigger. It could be hover, it could be select, or it could be a menu option. Step three, configure your target. In this case, I'm configuring my uh, destination URL. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.